You're watching CW6 News in the morning.
Hey, if you're looking for a job transition, if you really want some simple steps to excel and get the job you truly want, then listen to this. Chris Papa is the managing director of the Bachrach Group. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing well on this election day. A lot going on today. But when people are thinking about their dream job or that they don't have it, how do you change that perspective?
And that when we spend most of our lives at our jobs, right?
You do so much of it, yes.
It's hard. I mean, one of the things you got to do is just kind of to figure out. The hardest thing for me in my life was figuring out what I wanted to do. You know, there's a lot of tools these days that weren't around back in, you know, even 10 years ago. I think the biggest change has been just everyone's on the internet now. So you can kind of research all the different careers out there. You can go on LinkedIn, see who the hiring manager is for different jobs. So, I mean, that's, for me, that's what the tools I would use if I was just, just looking on my own.
So when is the best time to look for a job then? Say if you're in a job you're not necessarily happy.
Well, the best time is, unfortunately, when you are happy with your job. I mean, there's always, you know, it
sort of takes the pressure off.
Yeah, when you go on an interview, it's kind of like it's like dating, right? When you're happy with yourself and you're confident and you go out on a date, it reflects on the other person. And
emanates from your pores.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're desperate, no one wants to be around someone who's desperate.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, the best time is when you have a job. You're not worried about getting that next paycheck, and you can just go out there and relax and just be choosy.
Now, so what about a recruiting firm? Is it important to use a recruiting firm, or does it matter?
Well, I mean, I always think of it like if you're going out to buy a house, right? I mean, you could do it on your own. I just bought a condo, so I just went through this experience. You could do it on your own, check the MLS, see all the listings, go check them out, but then you're competing against 50 people for each listing. I had a realtor who would go to tell me, this listing's off market, or it's going to come on in a couple of days. Come check it out early.
You're not wasting your time, yeah.
Well, just you're there. Recruiters, we have jobs that aren't to the general public. I mean, the companies hire us, pay us money, to not put it out to the general public. They don't want a gazillion people applying to these jobs. They want to see, 5 specific candidates with specific qualifications. Okay, so, and then afterwards, I just noticed one thing about saying, it's important to write a thank you note. You say handwritten? You should do it that way? Well, this is just quickly because we're out of time. I think the most important thing is to have somebody else look at it before you send it, because I've seen so many spelling errors that just
on the thank you note when it's all said and done.
Yeah. You have it all lined up, and all of a sudden you don't put a period.
Okay, Chris Papa, thank you so much for joining us
You're
and
welcome.
giving us some
Thank you.
advice as people are on the job hunt. All right.
All right. Thanks.